everybody, it's Wallguy, and today's a little bit special for our channel. We just hit 200 subs, and that's a big moment for us. I know there's plenty of channels out there that they're like, 200 subs, come on, please, I get 200 subs in a day, or a month, or a week, or whatever. But for us, 200 subs is amazing. 200 people all around the world spread out that are interested enough in what we put out that they want to subscribe and see it regularly. That's pretty cool. 200 subs is especially amazing for us because we don't really go around looking to advertise our channel or get noticed by big YouTubers to spread the word or do anything to really get our name out there. We kind of live under a rock. We sort of like it that way. And so when people find our channel, it's kind of just a natural thing. They find it, they stick around because they like what we do. And you know, we get nice view counts per video even with the low number of subs, and we think it's because the people that are subbed to us are really committed. That being said, it's not like we don't want our channel to grow or get big. We're always very happy that it keeps continuing to grow. We're just not comfortable striking up a new relationship with someone and turning around right away and trying to get them to give us a boost or whatever. We like when people want to help us because they want to help us. I don't want to strike up a business deal or just, you know, I feel like I'm using people if I make friends with them just because I know they can help me. To the extent of the networking I do for, I said do for YouTube is, you know, I'll reach out to some people that I genuinely like, that I've been watching their videos, and just kind of get acquainted with them. It's never gonna get to YouTube business with me and them. I'm not gonna broach the topic with them. I'm not even interested, really. By that I mean I get to know them because I like their personality, something about them clicks with me, and I just like them as a person. If I knew them in the real world, it's likely we'd be proper friends. If ultimately they want to collaborate with me for something on YouTube, or they want to promote me in some way, I guess that, you know, that's fine. I don't mind promotion, and it's actually appreciated in a lot of cases. It's just not a goal going in. That's what I'm saying. Despite this approach, there are some good people out there that just want to help people anyway, regardless of whether you ask for it or not. Top of that list for me is Wallguy himself. He's been doing this longer than me as far as Medal of Honor, and I introduced myself to him, you know, sometime maybe a year ago or so. I admired his play in game, and then started watching his videos, and I ultimately introduced myself because I just like his personality. He's a cool guy. And pretty much right from the beginning, when I put up my channel, he put a link on his YouTube channel, which was a lot bigger than mine at the time, and much smaller than it is now, but that was a big deal, and I think that has been real helpful in growing my channel. Not to mention that he tends to mention me or Meowth or one of our videos very often, or say something offhand that relates to us, and it just keeps promoting our channel. And of course recently he kept linking us like 100 times in a row. You guys who were fans of his are probably like, you know, what's going on there? That's a lot of promotion for someone who's not getting paid. And I swear no money changed hands in this whole situation. It was just all out of the goodness of his giant skunk heart. He was so generous, in fact, that it was almost getting a little bit embarrassing for us, and I tried to, you know, find some way that I could help him, like return the favor a little bit. And his idea was that I do a duel comp with him. Now, come on, Bean, you know that's just helping me again. That's not exactly helping you much. I also want to thank Sunset Killer for linking me way back. He is a very elegant Medal of Honor player. He is just a smooth operator. I really like his style. And he's currently probably the best Battlefield 3 player that I know. And I guess he should be with all those hours he puts into it, but he's an awesome guy, and thanks a lot for the help, Sunset Killer. I definitely don't want to forget Almost Evil 33 for linking us a couple times, and especially for mentioning us in a video back when we were making a push for our 100th sub. That really helped a lot. He's a really good Xbox player, as you know, probably the best one I know. I want to thank AMB for Life 91 for offering to do a dual comm with me. We'll do that at some point, I'm sure. And also those of you who interact with me on Twitter, retweeting my messages sometimes, that I'm sure that helps get the word out there. It's very much appreciated. Krahu for some sage advice and retweeting some of my stuff. Thanks to all of you, and thanks once again to my 200 subs. You guys are great. I love interacting with you, and we're gonna keep doing this. Warfighter's coming soon, and there's a lot of excitement for that. We're excited, so get ready for that. It's gonna be a cool new era, and if we could get this video up to 800 likes, that would be pretty awesome as well. Quick note about the gameplay. I've got a pretty surgical game going where I'm picking people out, but I got a high score chain and I decided I wanted a cruise missile, so I made sure and get it. It was a little bit tense. I figured I would get shot. I don't usually try to milk the score chain to get a cruise, but you know what, I should do that more often. So I did and got my cruise, and I'm gonna drop it on some people. That'll be awesome. Now I realize I spent the first 6 minutes of this video talking about topics that are not how to get good at online FPS games. And I apologize for that. The 200 subs came out of nowhere, and I thought certain acknowledgments should be made in fairness to all the people that have gotten me where we are to this day, and so I thought it was necessary. But that's okay because we still got time, and the next step is kind of big. It almost deserves its own introduction. I might break it up into multiple videos. Definitely a big topic, and this is where things may start getting a little bit difficult to understand. Make sure you comment to ask questions for clarification. I want to make sure that you understand everything I'm saying. We're going to get into the mental aspect of playing these games, and that requires a little bit of philosophical thinking. I'm a very philosophical person myself, so I take that into my games. Now, a lot of you might be thinking that certain people are just going to be pros at games. They're going to be better. It's like a physical gift, and there's some truth to that, but you don't have to have the fastest reflexes, the best grasp of the controls to be the best player. You can overcome these players using your mind, playing smart. A great mind will, more often than not, beat a great physical reflex player. But by the same token, a guy who's super brilliant won't always beat a great reflex player. There is something to be said for mastering the controls, and a great controls guy can sometimes win out just because he's quick. Now that's a simplification. In the real world, most of us aren't geniuses, and most of us aren't in the top 1% at reflex actions and handle on the controls. So in order to maximize our skills, we got to do our best to maximize both our brain and our reflexes. Use our brain to inform our reflexes. The truly great, most elite of players has a strong balance of both. And there's another tier below that that can be very good dominating players, but they're really kind of one-sided. They're either a great reflex or a very smart player. Those guys will get torn to shreds by the elite players, because even if the elite player is slightly below them in what they exceed at, they've got that hybrid balance, and you just can't beat that. In the previous episode, I talked a lot about setting up your controls. That really does kind of set you up for developing your reflexes, having that economy of motion when pressing the buttons, being able to get to them easier and more ergonomically, having that instinctive knowledge where the buttons are, so you can just press it as immediately as you think it. As you play more and have a great deal of repetition using those controls, you'll develop faster and faster reflexes. It's just kind of a given. It happens on its own. There's no highbrow philosophy to that. Just use the tips outlined in the previous video to make it easy on you. In 4 days, we'll talk about how to prepare your mind to grow and evolve so that you can be the player that you want to be. Meowth will have a video in 2 days, so stay tuned.